Hi, I'm Henry Wilson.
My name's Blake.
I'm JJ.
And welcome to Enter the Gundark's Nest, a Star Wars Forcecast.
Oh, fuck people. Alright, we're going to get right into Star Wars Beta on Xbox and PS4.
Star Wars Battlefront Beta. Buddy.
Oh my god, we can be like that. They know what we're talking about.
They don't know what we're
And
talking
PC.
about.
Don't forget about your PC gamers out there.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, so today we're going to be talking about the beta that comes out for Star Wars Battlefront. It comes out in 5 days. So, JJ. You look like you could pull the ears off a Gundark, son. No, alright. So, we've all played the original Star Wars Battlefront games, and I think I can speak for all of us and say that we're really excited for the new addition to the franchise to come out.
It's very true. I still play Star Wars Battlefront 2 on PS2 to this day. I'm just really looking forward to it.
What do you think you're most looking forward to there, JJ?
To see how they balance out the heroes. Like, will they be super powerful like in Battlefront 2, or they'll be a little more balanced? And will it be too easy to get the hero, or maybe not?
That's something I'm really interested in, is like online gameplay. How are you going to get the hero? Like, how are they going to balance that out? Because one of the big things I know from the original trailers that they've been showing us is like when Luke and Darth Vader mix it up on Hoth. I think that's what they showed in the trailer, was the two of them. And I'm really excited for that.
I really just want a campaign that has more of a canon like story.
They do not have a campaign.
They do not?
They do not have a campaign.
They have no campaign.
They have like battle things, like where you do the Hoth battle by yourself, I believe.
Yeah, you reenact.
Yeah, but I mean, I understand that, and that was always the great part, like the multiplayer. But like in the original and first two, they had campaigns, but they weren't really like story,
it was like
story campaigns.
They had a story, especially the second one.
The 501st.
The 501st. You followed the 501st.
I was looking for more because I know Kathleen Kennedy's been like saying that everything's canon. Everything that comes out is canon.
Yeah.
So this game is canon.
Yeah, this game is going to be a part of.
But there's no since there's no like single player campaign. There's like I was really hoping for like a canon like.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
So like I literally Googled Star Wars Battlefront campaign. The first thing that comes out, international.
That's a shame.
Times.
That is a shame.
Yeah, Star Wars Battlefront has no single player campaign, and that's a shame. They don't have a campaign. It's geared predominantly towards online play. Like with the Xbox One, you have to have online capabilities to get games going to download them. These video games are going definitely towards just online gameplay. That's what they want. That's what people want, and that's what they're giving us, apparently.
So I think it'd be same with our new age of video games and Xbox One and everything's getting better. It'd be really cool to see what they could do with the campaign. Let's say like I create a character like a pilot, and I jump in like I'm gonna like work my way up, and I get like to start out as like a test pilot, and then I work my way up.
Kind of like in Madden, you start out.
It's like my player, and
like
I all of a sudden like I'm like rogue leader now, and like follow me. We're gonna go take down like a Death Star altogether. Like, imagine you come in, because like in the second one you go into like that like little part of the Death Star, and that's it. That's all you get. Yeah. Imagine if they have like you can go into the doorways now. Like you can go throughout the whole shit.
But now we're looking at like
going into like there's
you're mixing first-person shooter with RPG with that. That's what you're doing.
What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that, but the Star Wars Battlefront is it is essentially, a lot of people have been calling it Battlefield with Star Wars. It's going to be online gameplay with up to, I believe the latest number I've heard is 32 people playing at a time.
Yeah, that's what I've heard too.
32 people playing at a time,
yes.
Which is super cool. But like in the past, games where you become an officer, you rank up. Like there was a game called MAG a couple years back.
I'm not saying to that extent though. I'm saying like there's a like. I'm not going to say open world. I wouldn't say it's going to be open world if they did that. I would just say, you have a designated storyline, and I can like progress as a character and like choose what weapons I want when I go into this battle and stuff.
Well, I mean, obviously they're going to have the character
I know
upgrades. You're going to be able to choose your uniform, I believe. Like especially if you're a rebel, you're going to be able to really choose the way how you look. I mean, can you really choose how much you look when you're a stormtrooper? I guess they're bringing in some cool stuff. Well, like what's the?
Have you seen that new toy? That new hot toy that's coming out? Like the first hot toy that's coming out is a TIE fighter officer.
Oh, that's that the
it is
woman from Game of Thrones. What's her name?
Not Captain Phasma.
That's not Captain Phasma?
No.
I thought she was a TIE fighter officer too. We should keep this going.
All right. When I say I should have said.
Well, survival mode seems like it will have a little bit of campaign from what I saw.
So wait, what is survival mode? Like for those of us who don't know, what is survival mode?
Basically, it's you and a friend, like a co-op, and then they give you the scenario, like I believe from the trailer, like you're 2 rebels, and you have to like hold this area till like reinforcements come, and then there's like varying degrees of stormtroopers and stuff coming at you.
So it's kind of like a Star Wars Zombies?
That's what it kind of seems like. I'd have to...
That sounds like a lot of fun. Like, honestly. I remember survival mode on, I think it was Halo ODST.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what that was exactly called, but that was a lot of fun. But, so, I mean, definitely one of the big things is that there will be no campaign. But there's going to be a lot of missions that you can do, especially with air combat. Because they're not having space combat yet, but there seems to be a lot of missions, like what they showed us with the Millennium Falcon and Slave 1 swooping in at the last minute. Like, your mission as a rebel is to go take down the Imperial shuttle. So there's definitely, like, missions. There's definitely, like, results-oriented missions. Yeah. Whereas it's not like you kill the most players, you get the most points, you win. It's like, the rebels have to take down this shuttle, and the Imperials have to protect it.
Which I think is cool. That's something Battlefront 2 didn't really do.
No,
I know they had the shield on Hoth that you had to take down, but
that, I felt like that never accomplished anything.
I felt like it didn't. It was like unnecessary.
It was really unnecessary. Like, I would do it, and I would spend so much time doing it, and then I'd still lose as an Imperial. So, I don't know. That never worked out for me. So it'll be really interesting to see, especially in this beta. How many, like... Do you think they're going to be able to keep it playable? How many times do you think it'll crash that first day with the beta?
Well, I've heard some rumors, actually, that, like, right now some of the alpha testers saying there's going to be a lot of a lot of bugs on day 1.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, that's the point of a beta is to, get all the bugs worked out before day 1.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
yeah. So they might have some patches, but I hope it won't be too bad.
Hopefully it's not an Assassin's Creed Unity.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, I'm probably one of the only people that isn't out of the world excited for this game.
Tell us, why? Because I know myself and JJ, we're super excited for this game. We've got friends who are really excited. Like, this is...
I mean, I feel like everyone in the world is looking forward to this game.
So why aren't you?
It's just...
Tell the world it.
I just have not... I've been slowly diminishing in video game play. Like, to be honest.
So that's a personal thing.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying, like, obviously, it's like, I love Star Wars, just like almost everybody in the world does, but, like...
I'll say right now that my video game play is diminishing, but I'm super excited for this.
I'm excited for this game, but I'm not going to say, like, I'm realistic, I'll play it for, like, a month, and that's it, and then I'll be done.
I will be playing for it for the next century. So.
Next century.
Hopefully it's still...
rest of
JJ will be living longer than I will. No, it's like, I played the second one, and I enjoyed that, and... I mean, unless this game has like some groundbreaking, like graphics, like is fun and all, but graphics can only go so far for me until I get bored. And like, unless you guys want to play with me every day,
I don't want.
Like, there's no campaign, so it's like unless you have like, I only enjoy games with like friends, and I don't want to go online by myself, like with random 31 other players every day. Like,
yeah, I can see that, but I think we've talked about the beta quite a bit. We haven't gotten into any of the nit and gritty, like specifications or anything like that. We don't need to. But something else to be talking about is the new movie is coming out. We, as a group, have discussed that we don't want to discuss any spoilers. We want to be excited. This one, however...
I'm not saying spoilers. I want to talk about my opinions about what's going to happen.
We can talk about it, but we're going to have as few spoilers as possible. We want to be excited.
So if you don't like spoilers, this is the place.
This is the podcast.
If you guys think, you guys have to think I'm like some like prophet that my opinions will be godlike.
No, we just don't want to. We don't want to broach the subject. We want to discuss things like I was thinking we could talk about like just where Star Wars is moving as a whole. Like, how do we feel about that? Because Disney purchased Lucasfilm.
Yet to be decided.
And they're using the Marvel model.
Yet to be decided.
Yet to be decided?
You give me a year and I'll tell you.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely want to see the movie, but I'm still ecstatic. Like, I remember the day in 2012 when I found out Disney bought it.
I mean, yeah. I got the text.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're lying. No.
It happened about 50 years sooner than I thought it would, so that was great.
That's true.
I still have my youth when I see it, so.
But then again, how many times has Spider-Man been rebooted in the past decade and a half?
Hold on. You're not comparing Spider-Man.
I'm just talking about the reboots of right now.
That's just Sony.
You don't have to worry.
That's Sony and their crap.
Lord of the Rings is going to get rebooted in like 5 years.
No way. How are you going to reboot Lord of the Rings? That's so insulting to them to reboot Lord of the Rings. Oh yeah, we're gonna No, they will not get the rights to reboot.
So with the Marvel model in place, a movie every year. Having like the trilogy will be like the Avengers.
Oh, it's much more than Marvel though. We're about to get another show on Netflix. They're talking about
actually maybe 3 shows.
Yeah,
but there's already 2 shows. There's 2 Marvel shows on Netflix.
No, I'm talking. Well, yeah, but I'm talking about like
a Star Wars show. Yeah, but like you said, it's much more. What do you mean by that?
No. We got the show on. We got Rebels.
Rebels. Okay,
they got
Rebels.
the anthology movies coming out.
Mm-hmm.
They got like I say, it'll be like for the next way beyond Marvel. It's gonna be, and they got in toys. It's here's Marvel. Here's Star Wars.
Yeah, well,
the extreme of what they're going to be doing with it, and then like the coming up is just going on a
Marvel. I think is only planned out till 2019 or 2020, and I think Star Wars they said they're going to go to at least like 2060.
No, it's
they are legitimately planned out to 2060.
No, it's crazy.
Well, not planned out. But
I'm saying when this movie drops.
Well, the CEO said they're going to make a movie a year for the next 50 years, basically.
No, yeah. When this movie drops, we're just finishing the Skywalker. So we're going to have like probably another 9 movies on the Skywalker, like Luke's whatever children offspring that happen, those offspring, like I'm telling you, they're gonna just keep like making, and then we're gonna be like, oh, now we're gonna go into this realm of like the Force. We're probably gonna get Sith movies coming out pretty soon.
That's what I'm waiting for. Darth Bane trilogy.
A Darth Bane trilogy. First said here, Darth Bane trilogy. We want it. Forcecast wants it.
Mm-hmm. By the way, I found out today everything that was written wasn't technically canon. Because George Lucas never gave a say, like, and it's like, well,
he gave it 4 different classes, like A class, B class, C class.
Yeah, but he never.
The movies
there was
were
never like a complete like. This what I'm saying now is
Kathleen Kennedy.
Kathleen Kennedy. She said everything now is on the same level,
which is cool. But so for me, I miss the Karen Travis books.
Yeah,
like the Republic Commando.
I don't think they're gonna go away.
No. They're not going away. They slapped.
We have to wait till the movies to talk about stuff because I have some.
Okay, for all the books, like let's talk about canon real quick. Let's talk about canon because, as we all know, movies and TV shows, Clone Wars and Rebels those are all canon. That's what's included.
And every new book that they make,
new book from here on out. So every old book, including the Thrawn trilogy, anything having to do with Old Republic. They slapped a Legends label on it.
Yeah, even the Star Wars Old Republic.
You gotta respect that.
RP
calling it Legends isn't that bad.
It's not bad.
It honestly makes it feel like, oh, we're gonna use some of that material. Because if they're Legends, you know what they say about Legends? There's always some truth to Legends.
That's exactly what they're saying. Is they're gonna take bits and pieces.
That's what I like though. Like
they said, we don't know what's real. What's like mythology.
You're gonna get. I believe you're gonna get the best of the prior canon. I really do. In their own little way, though. They won't be the same stories, but you're gonna get the characters,
let's say like 3 aspects of... 3 aspecks...
You're just gonna get the characters.
No, yeah, like this one I'm saying. 3 aspects of original canon that you want to see continue. The books, whether it's books, video games, comics,
Old Republic, characters? Everything Old Republic, mostly everything Old Republic.
I'm asking for specifics.
Oh, well,
Revan,
Darth Bane.
Okay, Revan and Darth Bane. We've got 2 and 1 more.
And...
those are
Plagueis,
but those are all Old Republic. Can we get something from the New Republic?
Plagueis isn't technically Old Republic.
He was pretty.
He was Old Republic.
Well,
he died before
Old Republic.
He died.
He died during Episode 1.
During Episode 1.
He saw Anakin walking with Qui-Gon on that little platform. According to the book,
right? According to Darth Plagueis book.
We don't really.
What about? Is there anything from the New Republic?
We don't.
We're talking Yuuzhan Vong. We're talking Mara Jade.
Mara Jade.
Here's the thing.
He's a great character.
On the other side, there's characters I never want to see.
Like who?
Like Mara Jade.
Why don't you want to see Mara Jade?
I hope they go in a route where, sad to say, but Luke never gets married, and Luke never ties the knot. He's had. I want him to have the Padme story.
And this is you, Henry.
His love dies in a tragic way, and this is dark in a tragic way, and he faces that Darth Vader. This is what you're essentially saying. Picture Luke Skywalker right here. You're looking straight at him and be like, "I never want you to find happiness." He says, "I didn't say." I never said that. I said, "I never want you to find love." I never said he doesn't have kids. I just says his loved one dies.
Because it would have been nice, if they shot this.
Look, what if he faces his father's his father's anger and his fear of
But isn't the triumph in him controlling that and becoming better for it?
Yeah, exactly. He faces it, but he's able to go. I wish we could talk about the 7th movie because I have a lot of predictions on it. This goes into one of them.
Okay,
Luke.
well, let's not talk about predictions right now.
Maybe
in a future spot we can definitely do it.
I think I'm gonna throw my predictions out there without calling them predictions.
You might get slapped.
You guys won't know because I'll just be saying,
I'll just be like, what the hell?
No, I don't want any of his children too. I don't want Ben Skywalker. I don't want any of those kids. I don't want any of them.
You don't want any of them?
Not any of them. And if they are, I want them in different, but
Okay, you don't want.
I don't want
Jaina or Jason or.
No, I don't Okay, I'm not saying I want the story written differently. I didn't actually like those stories that much. I thought they were.
Well, okay.
I thought it was just a reboot of we're gonna do the same story, but we're gonna throw it with new characters of
the Yuuzhan Vong storyline. People felt like it was hit or miss.
And the Solo children were kind of I felt like people fell for them.
I think people liked them somewhat. Jason and Jaina
didn't like that story.
Everyone liked Anakin, and
I loved Anakin.
They killed him. Spoiler alert to all the people who have not read.
Spoiler alert to the legends
that no longer are canon. Anakin Solo.
It's just a legend, though. We're not spoiling it. We're just saying legends that possibly could have happened.
It's like if we were to say Hercules, we expect you to know.
Sure.
I expect you to know.
Expect me to know who Hercules is?
Hercules and Hercules.
You said Heracles?
Both.
I thought it was Hercules.
I said Hercules.
Okay, we're back on the subject. Anyways, I hope all those kids are dead. Never existed.
So we're finding our roles in this Force Cast.
I'm a dark. I want
the one who I want to see all of them die.
I just want new stories. I'm not saying I want them dead. I mean,
JJ, how do you feel?
Not in existence.
Let's get your input.
Yeah, I want them to use some stuff from the books, but kind of carve their own path. And I just want to be surprised. I don't want something that's I could predict to happen. I want to be surprised during the movie. Yeah. And maybe have some twists and turns and, keep us guessing. Can
we make one rule? One little thing that we should do. Right before we see the movie, we get a piece of paper. All of us, we write 3 things because we all have
we think they're gonna
theories
happen.
Or predictions.
Yeah.
We all write them down. We fold it. We watch the movie. We give it to someone else. All of our predictions, and then when the movie's over, we give them back.
What if we did individual? We'll have
we'll faces.
We'll all do it. We'll talk about it, and then
say the things that we want. Say the things we want. Say the things we don't want, and then say our predictions. Even if I predict some things I really don't want to happen in the movies. I really don't want certain things to happen in the movie, and I'm predicting it's gonna.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna hate it, but I just creatively I wouldn't want that.
All right, and our last topic for the night. This is something they can cut out, so we're gonna take our time.
Anyways,
what do you think the last topic of the night should be?
I just want to talk about the movie right now.
And then
JJ, who do you think your favorite character is gonna be in this new film?
Probably Rey.
Really?
Or someone that we don't know yet.
There's a lot of characters we don't know yet. I think there's something going on in the mist.
Because I like the minor characters. I'm a minor character.
You're a minor character. Yeah, Admiral Akbar over here. That's him.
Admiral Akbar's in it.
It is.
Admiral Akbar is in it.
The same actor. The same actor is going to be doing it.
That's so cool.
Although, have you heard about Wedge Antilles' actor?
Completely
he refused.
Yeah,
bitch slapped Star Wars.
He wanted a bigger role.
No. He was like, I'm done with Star Wars. I'm much bigger than you now. I'm like, oh, please.
No.
Without Star Wars, you're nothing.
What I heard about Wedge Antilles is that they went to him. They approached the actor. Whatever his name was. Let's see.
Look it up. He was a dick about it.
We're better off with Oscar Isaacs.
Well, they approached Wedge Antilles and they said, "Hey, we got a small part. If you want to take it for Wedge Antilles to be in the new film." And he just said...
when you look up Wedge Antilles, it's just going to give you Wedge Antilles.
Well, I'm looking up his name, the actor's name.
It's... I don't know. Forever...
Star Wars Empire Strikes Back. Dennis Lawson. Dennis Lawson was approached to be in the new film, and it was just going to be a small role. He said if it's a bigger role, sure.
Asshole.
But what they approached him with, he said no. Which,
I mean... Without Star Wars, he's nothing, so I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah.
He's just like, oh...
I would have loved... All I'd like to say is, even if it was a small role, I want him to know that I would have loved to have seen Wedge Antilles. Just real quick.
Well, can they still have Wedge Antilles but a different actor?
I don't think
they're not going to. That's what they said.
I don't think they're going to do that.
That's what they did when they approached Mark Hamill in an interview. They approached Mark Hamill, they approached the big three, and they said, we would like all of you to come back, but if you don't, we'll write you out. We'll something happen to you, and we'll write you out. And I think that's what they're doing for the majority of the characters.
They're bringing back a lot of characters.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Anthony Daniels.
Anthony Daniels.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's...
Anthony Daniels is the one guy who's been in everything.
Yeah.
He's been in the cartoons. He's been in every single movie.
Holiday special?
holiday special. He's been in every.
Which isn't considered canon.
He's a nice guy too. At Star Wars Celebration, like he hung out with people.
He's an asshole though. With the media.
You personally meet him?
I didn't personally meet him, but I heard people saying like, and during the long lines and stuff, he'd come out and like talk to the people.
I heard.
But I've heard that he's.
I've heard that.
I've heard some people say.
I heard that. What's his
Mark
name?
Hamill?
No, the R2D2. What's his?
Kenny Baker.
Kenny Baker.
Kenny Baker once referred to him as the biggest dick in Hollywood.
Yeah, they have
working with
conflict with each other.
Yeah,
isn't that so weird?
He's also Anthony Daniels is also in trouble with Chelsea Kennedy, right?
Kathleen Kennedy?
Oh, because
really?
Didn't he give something away on
Twitter? He keeps talking. Like he's talked once. They warned him. He did it again.
He loves to talk.
No, he talked once and they warned him, and then all of a sudden he started like he did a badump joke about Mark Hamill. Like Mark Hamill used to be sexy. He said like Mark Hamill used to be sexy. Now he's like an old hermit, like an old like.
No, he's pretty sexy to me.
I mean,
Mark Hamill, if you're watching, you sexy.
Jedi Master, you can come over to my house any day.
For audiences everywhere, the Star Wars End of the
Mark Hamill, if you ever watch this, you're welcome over to my house any day. I'll make you whatever you want. I'll treat you good.
Alright, so what were we even talking about again? We were
Anthony Daniels.
We talked about Wedge. We talked about Admiral Akbar coming back. That's when we got onto a different topic.
What about Lando Calrissian?
He'll be in.
Not being in the seventh movie.
I don't know if he'll be in this one, but he'll be in the next one.
I hope so.
He'll be in it.
We were talking about you. It was the question segment. You asked who's going to be your favorite character.
He said Rey, and then he said minor characters.
I'm looking forward to Oscar Isaac's Poe.
Damn it, you stole mine. I feel like his character is because they're underplaying him right now. I feel like his character is going to be so big.
He looks like he's going to be awesome.
Oh, he's going to be the next Han Solo. That's going to be he's going to be. I'm
not
going to say the next Han Solo.
I think you're right.
I think his attitude and how he's going to present himself.
What if they change everything and he actually goes bad?
What if I feel like we're thinking he's underplaying him, and I feel like they're gonna make him a huge character, and then all of a sudden he dies in like the first 10 minutes of the movie. I'm like, I'll be like, no.
So I can definitely see him dying like in the movie, but I don't know about the first 10 minutes.
He's not dying in this one. I have a theory that no big characters die in this film. I feel like they will die in the 8th or 9th.
No one even brought up probably the next Luke Skywalker, possibly.
You mean Finn?
Finn, yeah. No one has talked about him.
I don't care about that character because he's like I might care about him, but like
John Boyega's Finn.
I'm talking about like the character I'm really looking forward to. I'm not looking forward to Finn. Like I've seen like what he's gonna like. I mean,
we don't know what he's gonna do. He has so much like interest around him because he's wearing stormtrooper uniform, armor.
Yeah,
he's a good guy.
The last thing we've seen, and I know this isn't a spoiler for you. I hope JJ that you've seen the latest thing with him.
Oh yeah, the teaser. Yeah,
the lightsaber.
I was surprised. I was surprised.
If that's a spoiler for you, I'm like you're not a Star Wars fan.
We all knew he was probably going to become a Jedi. We all knew that, but the fact that they revealed to us.
Yeah, I couldn't believe they revealed it.
I was like, I guess it's obvious, and they probably felt like it's obvious. Let's give him like the little bit. He's going to hold a lightsaber. What if he's holding a lightsaber? But it's not a Jedi.
Yeah, we don't know. The way he was holding it, it didn't look like maybe the way a Jedi would hold it.
It was the basic form.
Yeah,
if that's true, he's gonna get his ass kicked in that forest.
Like Kylo Ren.
He's gonna get his
maybe
ass
that's how he
kicked.
discovers he has the Force.
Or maybe he doesn't have the Force.
Maybe he discovered it, like he pulled out the lightsaber. Hopefully I don't die here.
What if Rey is fighting him and gets knocked down by a Force push, gets like knocked out, and he picks up the lightsaber and he's just like, I'll take you on. You know?
I can't talk about it. I know things.
Stop it. You don't know anything.
I know who.
Next question on the question segment, sir.
I know Kylo.
Next segment. Next question.
I want to talk about like that fight scene.
This is the question segment. I want a question. Stop with the spoilers.
Who do you think's gonna die first?
I hope this is not what's gonna happen, but everyone's been talking about that they would rip a hole in the universe if Han Solo dies.
Yeah, well, he wanted to have his character killed off in Episode 6, so
yes,
I'm afraid that Han Solo's gonna die first.
I haven't heard anything. I know everybody expects it because everybody knows I'm losing Harrison Ford's how he treats Star Wars. He's been treating Star Wars for the last 30 years. He just kind of dismisses it. They got him doing this film. They said I would only. Yeah.
Just keep going.
That was like the last. Okay. Our technical crew wanted to point out that Tim Rose is actually playing Admiral Akbar, which said.
Tim Rose.
Oh.
Tim Rose.
You heard it here.
Tim Rose.
He was at Star Wars Celebration.
Continue.
Anyways, yeah, I've been hearing that it might happen. I mean, I'm hearing that it could happen. Not like it's gonna happen. Nobody from but all the fans are like saying, "Oh my god."
How about this? Like, how would you feel if the Millennium Falcon gets destroyed?
I wouldn't want him to die like that. That would be too heartbreaking.
Like, what if
you can't.
That's what I'm saying. What if he rams the Millennium Falcon into a Star Destroyer?
I told you. I talked about this, wasn't I? I told you. Like,
that's why I'm bringing it up. We're talking about this because I feel like as much as I would miss Han Solo, I feel like he's a person who has to die.
I miss the Millennium Falcon more.
The Millennium Falcon has to come back.
You don't understand. Like, from everything we read and everything, it's like everybody fights over the Millennium Falcon, especially the book I read.
Oh, yeah.
The new book that came out with him.
Oh, yeah?
Like,
I need to read it.
It's Smuggler's Run. Like, people are fighting over the Millennium Falcon.
What's the name of the book?
It's like the,
Run?
it's basically it's like, go down. It's that book.
One? So let's see. Journey to Star Wars: The Force Awakens Smugglers Run, a Han Solo adventure. So
I can't tell you guys because it's a spoiler for JJ at least.
Well, we're gonna try to keep it. It's 192 pages, grade level 5 to 9, ages.
Is it? 14. I don't know if that's the right book then.
Well, it probably is.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna go to 5 to 9 level.
Hey, if it's Star Wars, you read it. All right.
Young adult.
Harry Potter's young adult. Don't worry about it.
Anyways, this book just talks about, pretty much just tells you what the Millennium Falcon's going to be in the movie.
Let's talk about those books just real quick snippet. They're doing some really cool stuff with these Journey to Star Wars. It's getting kids
all the books.
involved.
All the books are doing great. Yeah. I mean,
except for Aftermath.
Which I don't know why they had Chuck Wending write it.
I was reading reviews. Like, it was poor writing. Like,
I know what happens.
They should have had Timothy Zahn or Drew Karpyshyn, an established writer.
Timothy Zahn.
They could have done it.
Paul Kemp, I hear, is really good too.
Paul Kemp.
But I hear the best book right now is Lost Stars. If you want it's the best book.
All right, so Journey to Star Wars: The Force Awakens, Lost Stars by Claudia Gray, and illustrations by Phil Noto. It's got 5 stars on Amazon.
From what I've read, it's really, really good. And it says young adult, but it's at like a higher level than that.
Okay, like if it says young adult, that means we can read it.
I'll read every Star Wars thing just to let you know.
The age range is 12 to 18. So are you saying like a 19-year-old can't read it?
When I was 13, I got a sticker book with Star Wars stickers. Okay, yeah. I don't care. And I put that thing on my little desk. I was like, So the audience out there, my question to you is, what are you most excited about in the new movie coming out, or in any new Star Wars things coming out?
Tell us what you want to hear about next week on Forcecast. And also next week we're going to be discussing the hot topic of midichlorians. Yes, that is a hot topic.
And if you hate them,
Star Wars fans, whether you hate them or not, or you just don't care. JJ.
And we'll be talking about Rebels, premieres on October 14th. And maybe our thoughts. Will Ahsoka have the showdown with Vader?
And the clones are coming
finally back. They're doing Vader right and how strong he is.
And Star Wars, like we said earlier, Battlefront, the beta comes out next week. We'll be
test running it.
We'll be testing it. We'll be testing the beta. And hopefully sharing that with you guys.
All right. And see you here next week.
Stop.